Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting week here in online anatomy and physiology. So, this week we are going to continue our investigation into the study of function as part of thematic section 3. So, the main goal for thematic section 3 is to discuss and investigate different body systems that align with our learning outcomes for the semester. And these body systems in thematic section 3 all have very specific functions in our bodies. And so the body system we're going to cover this week is going to be that of the cardiovascular system. Have you ever wondered on how we're able to move large quantities of blood, and which is a type of connective tissue, throughout our bodies, which allows us to distribute nutrients and remove harmful foreign bodies found within our bloodstream? Well, we can thank our cardiovascular system because of that. I've actually got my dummy right here. I'm going to show you the cardiovascular system. So it's going to be these red and blue tubes. These are going to be all different arteries and veins that are laced all throughout our body. And their main function is to move blood from our head down to our feet and then cycle it all through. It's a way for our bodies to filter out what we don't need in our body to what we do need to have to maintain that homeostasis. Now, as part of our investigation, we are going to look at a combination of a variety of different resources. This week, we're going to also want to take a look at some of the more specialized organs that make up this body system. Not just look at the capillaries, veins, and arteries, but I want to show you something. Take a look at this right here. This is considered to be the strongest organ in our entire body, and that is the heart. When I take a look at this heart, I'm actually investigating it. I am using my observation to take a look at it and realize that this heart is surrounded by some fatty tissues. The muscle textures are completely different. I can clearly see some cardiac muscle tissue right here on the apical. You won't be, unfortunately, able to see it on camera because the muscle texture doesn't really translate too well. And this heart is really, really cool. And so we can actually take a look at it. We've actually got that nice aortic notch right here, aortic arch in the ascending aorta, and we can actually investigate this as a model of development in the human bodies, because it has taken millions of years of evolution for the entire vertebrate family tree to get to our heart to be as well developed and functional for our bodies. So I'm actually going to dissect this heart real quick. So I want to show you the internal structure of this organ, because I just think it is so neat. When you dissect it, you can actually hear the escape of air and the preservative that this heart was sitting in. It makes a real interesting sound, let's say the least. But we can dissect this heart. seen right here, and we can see that there's valves and muscle fibers. And then you're also going to take a look at the different textures, the layer textures of the heart. You're going to look at the valves, you're going to look at the atria and the ventricles, and learn and investigate how blood moves around our bodies. In fact, one of the most interesting facts that I also learned while developing this lesson is that our blood passes through the heart. Our heart pumps around 70 mLs worth of blood per heartbeat. So this is the equivalent of a standard shot of espresso that you would get maybe at your local Starbucks or fancy coffee shop. And I think that's really neat because it shows us that our heart, it's a muscle and it moves. It pumps and moves that blood around our body. So if you have any questions about the material this week, well, please reach out. You can get a hold of me through video chat. You can send me an email or swing by my office. And the goal for this week is to get you to think about the cardiovascular system as a pathway of movement, and that the heart pumps and causes that movement. I think that might be very interesting for those that may want to investigate and learn more and pursue paths dealing with the medicine of the heart. All right, thank you. And let's get pumped about this week's material.